guys, welcome back to ChristiChristie. We hope that you guys are having a wonderful and blessed day. Today we want to talk about something that you're not going to want to talk about. And essentially I want to bring it to the light because, you know, we pray for things and we're hopeful and we're believing, but, you know, what do we do when God's answer is no? You know, when God chooses not to answer our particular prayer to, you know, have more kids or even have kids or, you know, whatever have you. So we want to talk about accepting your reality, you know, and what that looks like. And I came to a point in my journey where I had to accept the fact that this may not happen for me. As much faith as I'm having, as much hope as I'm believing in, it may not happen. You know, God may not allow me to have a child from my own body. And when I reached that realization, it did break me because, you know, I didn't want to believe it because I'm like, God, I know you made me a promise. I know I did not mishear that. And for some people, you may be in this current season where it's been 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or even 1 year. And, you know, the doctor may say, we've done all we can, we've tried all we can. And while we don't want you to lose hope and we don't want you to lose faith, we have to understand that there are times when it's just not going to happen. And we have to, you know, swallow that bitter pill and accept the reality that we have been presented with.
Yes, and that's the key thing, you know, not losing faith. You know, when that is your reality, when you realize that that is your reality, that, you know, God is saying no to this thing. And just like even in my child loss journey, accepting the fact that, you know, I lost another one, especially with my son, you know, just praying for something and just not having it come to pass. And so, you know, it's definitely easier said than done to not lose the faith. But, you know, we want to encourage you to keep the faith regardless of what, you know, the answer is, you know, the answer being no, but, you know, keeping your faith in God and know that He is a fulfiller of promises, you know, regardless if it wasn't this one thing that you desperately wanted. And there, you know, there are so many people out there that, you know, they have come to terms with that being their reality. And one of the questions that we received, we're not going to go back over our answers, but one of the questions that we did receive was in regards to adoption and foster care and like surrogacy. And there are so many people that have used that, you know, whatever, you know, whether they have adopted, whether they have used a surrogate or, you know, just, you know, trying to get themselves used to the idea of taking in foster children. And so those are options and they are absolutely beautiful options.
Yes.
And so, you know, we don't want you to be discouraged. We don't want you to lose the faith. I know we speak so much about, you know, keeping hold of the promise and holding on to it and not, you know, doubting, you know, what God has promised you. But sometimes, you know, it's a little different than what we, you know, could have imagined, and that's okay.
Yes. And, you know, this video was very important because we know that every woman's story is different. And we know that for some women, that rainbow doesn't come and that rainbow will not come. And so how do we reach a place of acceptance, you know, and still lead healthy, happy, whole lives, you know, even though we didn't get that one thing that we hoped for, you know, and I know that some of you may be like, I'm not claiming that, that's not my reality, and that's fine. You know, we want you to keep, we want you to keep the faith and we want you to remain hopeful, but for some people, that's just not an option for them anymore. You know, whether it be via, because you had to have a hysterectomy, whether it be, you know, whatever have you, financial reasons, it's just not your reality anymore. And you have this new season that you're in and this new reality that you must accept. And I just want to tell you that you can get through it.
Yes.
And that the sooner you accept your reality, the sooner you can move in a place of healing and in a place of discovering yourself again, finding things that you didn't even know that you were capable of, you know, embracing new ventures and, you know, new realities. You know, if even though this thing has not happened the way that you had imagined, that doesn't mean that you can't have a life that is so beautiful that it surpasses your imagination.
Right, exactly. And that's, that's the message, just truly embracing, who you are and all the things that you can accomplish. You may have dedicated a portion of your life to, I want this child, I want this so bad. And it's okay to grieve, that loss or the fact that, you never were able to get pregnant. But once you get past the grieving point, accept your reality and move into something even more beautiful,
Yes.
which is you and your life.
Yes, and you can have that beautiful life because you deserve it.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
While you're accepting your reality, do not accept your defeat, because you are more stronger and more powerful than you think, and you deserve a beautiful life. So I hope that this video encouraged you, and I hope that you love on yourself and create new adventures for yourself.